What the cake is going on, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make this super cute Dior print cake with waffle paper, so keep on watching. Alright, so for today's video, we're going to need the following items: your handy dandy silicone mat, small fondant roller, X-Acto knife, water pen, a see-through ruler, and, you're gonna need white fondant, specifically because we are working with waffle paper, and anytime you print out an image on waffle paper, you're gonna need white fondant to stick it on so the image comes through nicer. And I'm introducing waffle paper early on in my channel because I do feel that getting an edible ink printer is well worth the investment. If you want to make more cakes with more designs, the possibilities are endless. So I hope you guys have fun working with waffle paper and edible ink. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is print out your design. So I printed out a pink Dior logo monogram, I guess you can call it, on my handy dandy printer. Now, the printer is a huge investment, so do your research. I think you can buy just any printer and use edible ink. They have the edible ink cartridges inside. Make sure that it is food safe. And waffle paper. So these little guys come in like packs of 100. Really fragile. They are tricky, really tricky to work with. So when I make my cakes with printouts or any type of waffle paper, I have to make it the day of and right before my customer picks up the cake because it does wrinkle. So I try to do this right before they pick up. It's just the best way to have these cakes not wrinkle. And then what we're gonna do is measure out our picture or strip. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna just cut out the edges, cut these edges out, and then cut this image right in half because this image is gonna wrap around my cake, my 6-inch cake. So going in with your X-Acto knife, I have a really simple tool, but one that will make a huge difference is that you have to get one that's clear. So I always go for the clear ruler so I can see right through my photos or pictures, or when I'm measuring figurines or anything like that, I find that the ones that see through are really useful. Huge help. So we're gonna go in and just cut off the pieces that we don't need anymore. Obviously do this on your silicone mat. These X-Acto knives are quite sharp. I have cut through several of my silicone mats, so just be really careful. Now I basically need to cut this photo in half when I'm measuring. Just having the clear see-through ruler makes a huge difference. Now I can see where I need to cut. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I always find that it is it's very helpful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark on both ends where I'm gonna cut. Just cut a little slit there just to mark it, and then the other side as well. So when I do the final cut through the middle, it should be even, and if it's not, then we gotta do it again. So make sure that both ends are lined up with the cut. Go. So lightly, just cut through the waffle paper, and then you can fold it and then break it apart, just like that. You can't just apply the waffle paper onto the cake like this. It's not gonna work because the cake's gonna like see through. It's gonna see through. So we need to make it extra sturdy and add the waffle paper on a piece of fondant. So roll it out into the size that you need, and we're just going to add it on your fondant and waffle paper. So I've been doing this for years. I don't need water just because I know what kind of consistency the fondant needs to be in order for the waffle paper to stick. But if you are worried it's not sticking, you're going to need to apply a little water. Just have some maybe tissue paper and wipe the fondant with water, and the waffle paper will for sure stick. It won't come off. So I don't have enough fondant here. The little trick is just peel off a little piece, put it down, and then there you go. Because we're gonna we're gonna trim this piece. So I think we're good. What we're gonna do next is trim off the fondant, the excess fondant, just like that. Okay, so the next step doesn't require any water or anything to hold your fondant waffle paper piece in place because your buttercream on the cake should be sticky enough. What we're going to do is lift our little piece with a knife and then place it where you want it to be, just like so, just like that. And then repeat the process on the other side. So the hardest part is over. It's the waffle on fondant onto the cake. It takes a lot of time. Now that that's done, we are going to finish decorating it. I have some buttercream ready to go. Pink and brown. Pink and brown makes a nice muted, what do you call this? I guess you can call it a muted pink. So not too bright. So that's my little trick, is I add pink with a tiny, tiny bit of brown in there that makes it softer and a really pretty pink. To finish the buttercream part, we're gonna go in with the rest of our buttercream and just cover the ends here to make it all tie in together nicely. We're gonna do cute little shells. These are called buttercream shells, just to tie in our fondant with our cake. Sorry, our waffle paper with our cake. Just like that. And then we're gonna add some rosettes to pretty it up. And then the front of the cake, whichever side you want it to be, we're gonna just add a little more buttercream flowers to make it really pretty. I like to just pile the rosettes on top to finish my buttercream. I don't like having extra buttercream laying around because I'm just gonna eat it. So onto the cake it goes. There you go. All right, so that is basically how I do my Dior waffle paper cake. Super simple, just a little tricky with the waffle paper, but as soon as you figure it out, it is very easy. We finished with the buttercream to tie everything together, and now we just need to decorate. So I just added the decorations that I wanted on my cake, and there you guys have it. A really, really, really pretty Dior super girly cake. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment below, and I will see you next time.